What's up, everybody? It's Coach Sauce bringing you some more Kalamazoo Raichu action, but today we are gonna just give you a recap, gameplay footage, team builder, and some final closing thoughts on the APDL Season 3. Now, just a little bit of a disclosure here. I only have the first replay available because during the time in which we were set out to saving these, I accidentally copied the link to the first replay twice. So that kind of sucks. So you're only going to see the one game, but the winner of this game, if you don't already know, went on to win the second game. So we'll just call it at that. So whoever you see win is actually your grand final champion. So without further ado, let's just head on to the team builder. Let's check it out. So in the team builder, we got DJ, doubles master, the god himself, the self-fulfilling prophecy of the doubles division. Here's his team. We have Crawdont here. We have Hatterene. He brought Incineroar, Naganadel, Indeedee, as well as Snorlax. So Indeedee, definitely a great pickup. Incineroar absolutely knows what he's doing. Fake outs, intimidates, parting shots. Assault Fest, standard stuff. So yeah. Not too much here to say, honestly. DJ's team, just screenshot this. This is some peak doubles strategy here. Turns out he wasn't gonna bring Crawdont and decided last minute to bring him. So you're gonna see in the replay whether or not that actually panned out to be good or not. But without further ado, let's check out the Kalamazoo Raichu. And we're bringing this week Hippowdon, who has basically sat on the bench the entire season. Talasan, Dracovish, Excelgor, Corviknight, and Pheromosa. So at the beginning of the season, I've given Quincy absolute crap about stealing my team because both him and I had a pretty decent game plan here of drafting around a sand team. So, but as quickly we learned how to actually play around the doubles format, what actually worked, what actually didn't. We found that, it wasn't that good to set weather due to the fact that any Pokemon could just Dynamax and completely nullify that. Now I know what you're thinking. Garrett, it looks like you've kind of brought in like a single sand team. And you're kind of right. I wanted to leave the way I came in terms of why I drafted the team the way I did. I wanted to have a little bit of a sand core action going. And to be honest, it completely just flew over my head. The fact that Dynamax Pokemon could just influence the weather through max moves. So that was kind of an oopsie. But other than that, we got some sand synergies here, and these are your teams. Kalamazoo Raichu versus Laughlin Lurantis, APDL Season 3 Grand Finals. So let's hop in. So replay 1 of 1. Let's begin. So I see that he brings up a pretty scary team. I know that Incineroar as well as Crawdont are scary threats here. It's a good thing I didn't bring Sawuba. I know that Indeedee and Hatterene usually like to pair together. So I'm thinking, you know what? Let's go with Corviknight and Hippowdon, because I'm thinking that I can send off some earthquakes and we can basically get a sandstorm up and a little bit of chip damage, break some sashes, and then fire off some earthquakes against poison type Naganadel, which I was expecting him to almost bring Gengar too, but I guess against 2 ground type Pokemon on my team, it didn't make a lot of sense. So we start off with Sandstream, and he instantly Dynamaxes. Follow Me is gone, and he Heat Flares Larry. So Larry's down to 34%. Huge damage coming out from Max Heem. And we go for a Roost, and see instantly, Max Flare. Sunshine. So Sandstream coming in from Hibbity Dippity is essentially nullified, and so the whole strat of bringing Jkkayy with Sand Rush is just out the window. So it kind of feels bad, but more to come. Roost is done. We fire off an Earthquake. Roost takes away your flying type. So I essentially just absolutely KO'd my own bird, my steel bird, with a straight stab ground move, putting him below below the point in which he was already at. So that kind of sucks, but we deal some decent chip damage to both Impa and Heem. Turn 2 coming in. We figure we need to Dynamax here, so I just get off a Max Guard because I figure he wants to just take care of the Corviknight. Heal Pulse comes out, and again, another Earthquake. So Hippity Dippity doing a lot of damage, but we do pop the Citrus Berry, and Impa is back up to over 50%. Max Flare incoming again. No way that Larry lives that, and so in comes a little bit of Expanding Force, and we take care of Heem with the Earthquake, and 21% left on Impa. So we both send in our next Pokemon. He sends in Geralt, and this looks like a pretty good opening for me to bring in the Sandcastle, just because of that ground type, again, as well as, you know, Ghost. Ghost is pretty good against Snorlax. I'm going to swap out Jkkayy because my plan here is to try and get Sandstream set up again. And so he goes for a Belly Drum, 51% here, which is interesting. Again, health calculations wise, it seemed a little bit off, but again, gets 4 times attack. So in comes Crawdaunt, which is kind of a scary threat against the Sandcastle. And yeah, so I take in Hippowdon, which puts in the Sandstream. I was just afraid in case Crawdad was scarfed or something that would influence this. So now we have a choice banded Jkkayy, and I honestly forgot the fact that he was choice banded, and I honestly thought that I put him as a life orb, because what you're about to see will not make too much sense, because I go for Leech Life, and I was sort of afraid of Crawdad's power here. I should have just gone for a Vicious Rend straight into Geralt, because now Crawdad gets a knockoff, Darkest Lariat doubling into Hibbity Dippity, and now I just have Palisand. So Palisand gets an Aqua Jet. We get a nice little defense boost, and I just go for another Leech Life upon Crawdad, trying to finish him off. So, I mean, we're looking pretty decent. We have a 2-to-1 advantage right now against Geralt. But, you know, Geralt, Earth Power, Darkest Lariat. So now it's a 1v1. We have a Belly Drummed Geralt at 35% health, and at 100% health, Vish. We Leech Life. He lives on 6%. And he just Darkest Lariats me, and we're done. We're done. So that's it. That's GG's. That's GG's right there. Now, game 2 is actually a stomp. Game 2 is actually a stomp. I'm kind of glad we don't have the footage, to be honest, because, yeah, that was rough. I was really focusing in a little too hard on Hippowdon. I just really wanted to make the thick hippo work, but just didn't work in the end of the day, you know? And of course we play a little joke for fun game after, and I win in terms of bringing like Pheromosa and other guys, but You know, sometimes it's just how it happens in doubles. So GG's to you, DJ. That was super fun, and you are a well-deserved champion of season 3 APDL, my man. Just handshake to that. Just gonna take a quick sip here. But yeah, overall thoughts of the league. It's first time playing doubles, really, in like a league format. So it was pretty interesting. Probably not like my preferred format, just because the gameplay was a little polarizing, but it was fun. It was a fun time. It was not bad. And you might think I'm salty because I lost, but it was actually a good time the whole time. There's no hard feelings there. So, but I mean, yeah, started off pretty shaky, and again, DJ kind of just clinching out those finals against us, second time in a row. This time doubles though, so GG's to him. That was a close one. But Kalamazoo Raichu, winning pedigree so far. You know, we're taking a second place in season 1. We're taking tied for third season 2, and then a nice little season 3 second place as well. So yeah, definitely learned a lot about doubles, but yeah, season's done. So I just wanted to cap this off and give some closing thoughts on the season and stuff. You know, I think overall as a team, we drafted pretty well. Made a clutch swap at the end for Glastrier and Heatran, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, I don't know if I'm down to do doubles again. Like maybe like a PU but doubles or like a LC doubles, but it was pretty, it was different. Like the whole idea between supporting mons and offensive mons, as well as the fact that you can double into some, do the mind games in terms of like when to protect, when not. I think I may have enjoyed it a little more if there was maybe no Dynamax and stuff. I mean, it was kind of cool, but it's yeah, it was definitely different. So I think overall though, it was a great season, and looking forward to season 4 APDL of this PU and below league, which is sweet, 14 teams. And I think we've drafted a pretty nutty team for that. So look forward to see what we can do as the Kalamazoo Raichu for that. But yeah, in terms of videos and stuff, might be a little less in terms of content coming out. I'm starting school soon, so may see a little bit of a dip in terms of productivity, in terms of YouTube content from your PokeTuber. But yeah, we're still gonna try and make content here and there when we can. But excuse me, I'm gonna pull a Noah here. Hold on. Quenched. Anyways, but yeah, just school starting up here, pretty busy. Not really sure about the workload entailed, as we're going pretty hard here for the next 2 years. So starting up here on Monday, so that's gonna be really exciting. But in terms of content, we're gonna try our best to do that. If not, we'll try and hopefully get like a season recap video. But yeah, just wanted to close off this season, and thank you all for watching. And it's been a ride. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, walk your dog, go for a run, do some push-ups, yell incoherent noises, do whatever you want, you know. But in terms of Kalamazoo Raichu in season 3, we're out. So thanks for watching, and stay saucy.